Welcome back to the Pitwall Pod, the podcast where we go beyond the racetrack and into the lives of the people who shape the world of motorsport, whether they're behind the wheel, behind the scene, or simply supporting from the sidelines. I'm Hannah, and today we're diving into the life of Carmen Montero Mundt, a woman who, despite being linked to one of Formula One's biggest stars, has carved her own path in the world of finance and business. Most people know her as the partner of Mercedes-AMG Petronas driver George Russell, but there's so much more to her than just that. She's an ambitious and private individual who has successfully balanced a high-profile relationship with a professional career in finance, something that's not always easy to do in the spotlight of Formula One. So, who is Carmen Montero Muntz? What's her and how does she maintain her independence in an environment where fame and exposure are often unavoidable? Let's take a closer look. 1. Early life and education. Who is Carmen Montero Muntz? Carmen Montero Muntz is originally from Spain, though she has spent much of her adult life in the United Kingdom. And like many high-profile figures connected to Formula One, she has kept a very low profile, and little is known about her childhood and upbringing. What we do know is that she pursued her education in London, a city known for its fast-paced lifestyle and business opportunities. She attended the University of Westminster, where she studied business management and finance. Choosing finance as a career path isn't surprising for someone like Carmen. It's a field that demands intelligence, strategic thinking, and the ability to handle high pressure environments, qualities that are also essential in the fast moving world of motorsport. One thing that stands out about Carmen from the very beginning is that she has never sought the limelight. Many people associated with famous athletes or celebrities often use that exposure to launch personal brands or influencer careers, but Carmen has remained focused on her own professional ambitions rather than chasing social media fame. 2. Building a career in finance. After graduating, Carmen entered the world of finance, an industry that's competitive and demanding. She has worked as an investment associate, a role that requires deep financial knowledge and the ability to assess market trends, manage portfolios, and provide strategic advice to clients. Now, let's think about this for a moment. Working in finance is already challenging, but imagine doing it while being in a relationship with one of the world's most promising Formula One drivers. The constant travel, the global attention, and the pressure of being linked to a high-profile athlete could be overwhelming for many people. Yet Carmen has managed to balance both aspects of her life seamlessly. She doesn't rely on her connection to F1 for professional opportunities. She's built her own career, independent of her partner's success. In an era where social media often dedicates public perception, Carmen's choice to remain private. A career focus is refreshing. She represents a new kind of F1 partner, one who supports from the sidelines but doesn't let the sport define her. 3. Relationship with George Russell. Of course, Carmen became more widely recognized after she started dating George Russell. The couple reportedly began their relationship in 2020, a pivotal time in George's career. At the time, he was still racing for Williams, working tirelessly to prove himself in a team that struggled with performance. Despite the challenging, he showcased remarkable talent and catching the attention of Mercedes, who eventually signed him as a full-time driver for the 2022 season. Throughout his journey, Carmen has been a steady presence in George's life. Unlike some high-profile wags who thrive in the spotlight, Carmen takes a more reserved approach. She attends races, supports George, and engages with the F1 community, but she doesn't use their relationship as a stepping stone for her personal fame. Their dynamic appears to be one of the mutual support. George has managed in interviews how important it is to have a strong support system, and Carmen plays a crucial role in keeping him grounded amidst the intense world of F1. Whether it's celebrating victories or navigating setbacks, she has been there for him not as a public figure but as a private source of support. 4. Public perception and media attention. One of the most fascinating things about Carmen Montero is how she handles public attention. Unlike many partners of famous athletes, she does not have a public facing social media presence. Her Instagram account is private and she uses it but not frequently, and she rarely, if ever, shares personal insights about her life with George. In a world where social media validation is often seen as essential, Carmen's choice to maintain privacy is rare. Many fans have noticed and respected this approach, seeing as someone who values authenticity over attention. She's been spotted at various Formula One races, including Silverstone, Monaco, Abu Dhabi, and Austin, always appearing poised and elegant. But even when attending races, she remains low-key, supporting George without making the event about herself. Some fans have compared her to other F1 partners who have embraced the spotlight, but it's clear that Carmen prefers to keep her personal life separate from the world of motorsports fame. 5. Life beyond F1. What's the next for Carmen? So what's next for Carmen Montero Mundt? Given her career in finance, it's likely that she will continue building her professional path independently of F1. While she may attend races and remain a part of the F1 paddock through her relationship with George, she seems committed to maintaining a life outside of the sport. Her story is a reminder that not everyone linked to F1 needs to become a public figure. Some choose to remain in the background, quietly supporting their loved ones while continuing to achieve success in their own fields. Carmen embodies independence, professionalism, and discretion, qualities that make her stand out in the world often dominated by exposure and social media influence. 6. A final thought why Carmen stands out. As we wrap up this episode, let's reflect on why Carmen Montero is such an intriguing figure in the Formula One world. She's career driven, despite being connected to one of F1's top drivers. She has built her own professional path in finance. She values privacy. In a world obsessed with online presence, she chooses to keep her life out of the public eye. And 3, she's strong support system. Being in a relationship with one driver comes with challenges, but Carmen handles it with grace and balance. She proves that you don't have to chase fame to be relevant. You can be admired for your strength, intelligence, and independence. And that's a wrap on today's episode of the Pitwall Pod. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Carmen Montero's life, how she balances her career in finance, her relationship with George Russell, and her quiet yet impactful presence in the world of Formula One. As always, make sure to subscribe for more episodes where we uncover the stories of the people who make F1 so much more than just a race. Before we sign off, don't forget to tune in this weekend for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka Circuit. The track's high-speed corners and iconic figure 8 layout are sure to deliver another thrilling race, and we can't wait to see how the teams will tackle this challenge. Will Mercedes keep up their momentum with George Russell, or will we see a surprise result from another team? Be sure to catch all the action, and we'll be back soon to discuss all the highlights. Thanks for listening, and see you next week when we review the Japanese Grand Prix.